Tong sat at the corner of the booth, absent-mindedly stirring his coffee, lost in thought. He had been trying to ignore the endless storm inside him, the tug between the past which Shankuk and the comfort Searjun had brought into his life. Searjun sat into the seat opposite him, smiling as usual, but today something in his eyes, something different, more intense, perhaps. He had been there for Tong when he needed someone the most, and Tong faintly put a connection that had blossomed into something warm. Sujin softly, "You know I really care for you, Tong." Tong looked up, his heart skipping a beat, the sincerity in Sujin's voice. He felt something flutter inside him, a surge of hope. Tong, with a faint smile, "I know, I appreciate everything you have done for me, Sujin. Make me feel like I'm not invisible." Surgeon reached across the table, brushing his hand again gently over Tong's. "I don't want you to feel alone anymore, Tong. If you leave me, I can make you happy. We can figure everything out together." Tong heart hammered in his chest as Surgeon leaned closer, his gaze softening. There was a warmth in Surgeon's eyes, and for a moment it was all Tong wanted to let go of the pain, to stop being torn into. As Surgeon lips hovered just inches from him, Tong breathed easier. He was about to let himself fall into the new beginning, a sob escaping his lips as he closed his eyes. But then a punch landed hard across Surgeon's face, making him fall backward from the chair, crashing onto the floor. Tong's heart stopped. His eyes flew open in shock. The standing was none other than John Shankuk, his chest heavy with anger, fists clenched tightly at his side. His eyes burned with fury, and for a brief moment he looked like a stranger, someone Tong no longer recognized. Shankuk, eyes burning. "Who the hell gave you the permission to kiss him?" Shankuk, voice low and frustrated. "Stay the hell away from him, Sojun." Sojun touched his lips, which was bleeding. He slowly gets up while walking directly at Shankuk. "How dare you, Shankuk?" Shankuk thinks nothing as he grabbed Sojun's collar. "You tell me, how dare you to kiss him, you bastard?" Sojun lowered Shankuk's hand from his collar. "How dare me?" He smirked, chuckling. "Ask him." He pointed down whose breath he shut. "I dared to kiss him because he gave me the permission." Shankuk's mouth hung open. His body started shaking as he heard those words. He slowly turned to Tong, who was looking directly at him with fear. You gave him the permission, Te?" Tong lowered his head as he felt small under Shankuk's gaze. I did. Shankuk, how can you, Te?" He grabbed Tong's both arms, shaking his body. Surgeon, Shankuk. He grabbed Shankuk's arm, turning him to face himself. "Why are you scolding him? I get you are his older brother, step-brother, but that doesn't give you the permission to behave like this with him and his boyfriend." Shankuk says the word, heart-shattering. "Boyfriend?" He couldn't believe the word. Surgeon, "Yes, Shankuk. It's me, John. It's me," he declared while shaking Shankuk's body, who found himself numb after hearing that from him. Shankuk turned slowly to Tong. "Tell me it's not true." Sujin turned Shankuk to face himself. "You have got some nerve, John Shankuk. What the hell is your problem?" Tong gets up, heart racing. His body trembled as he moved between the two of them, trying to stop the confrontation from escalating further. Tong, frantic. "Shankuk, what are you doing? Why did you punch him?" Shankuk, cutting him off, his voice harsh. "Wow, you saw me punching him, but you didn't see him misbehaving with you?" Tong narrowed his eyes. "Misbehave? What misbehave you are talking about? Going to club, sleep with anyone you want, or bringing strange home?" Shankuk closed his eyes, now feeling frustrated. "You are still stuck there, Te." Tong holding back his tears. "What do you mean still stuck? It hurts here." He pointed at his chest with his finger. Tears finally falling. Shankuk grabbed Tong's shoulder, his tears finally falling angrily and hard. "Do you think you are only one who is suffering? I am suffering too. I regret doing too. Can't you give me a chance?" Tong, I gave you Jungkook, but you turned it around. Jungkook can't feel. He closed his eyes shut, letting his tears fall. Now I'm trying to move on. Please let me. He joined his hands. I'm begging you. I don't want to have anything with you. Jungkook sniffed. You think you can just move on, Taeyong? After everything I have done for you? Taeyong harshly wiped his tears. You did? What you did? He longed bitterly. Oh, yeah, you gave me pain, right? You did that. Jungkook shook his body to bring him back to his senses. Tae, please don't do this. Taeyong's eyes holding Inko, which looked directly at Jungkook's. Do what, Jungkook? I'm doing nothing with you. I'm just trying to have a normal life where you have been middling non-stop, and this is really frustrating now. Jungkook grabbed Lucianus with those words. This echo in Thai's voice. Yeah, okay. His gaze shifted. And you stay the hell away from him. Taeyong's head was spinning. He couldn't understand his emotion inside him were a tangled mess. But deep down there was something strange, painful part of Taeyong that longed for Jungkook's attention. He scared, even if it was wrapped in rage. Taeyong quietly with hurt. What are you doing this, Jungkook? Jungkook didn't answer. He couldn't. Instead, he looked at Taeyong with those dark intense eyes. The silence between them stretched on, suffocating. Taeyong's heart hurt in a way he didn't know how to explain. He wanted to understand, but Jungkook's action never made it easy. Seojun took a step forward, standing in his ground, eyes still locked with Jungkook's. Okay guys, so I guess you guys have a big fight, but Jungkook is still protective over you. He turned to Jungkook. But Jungkook, I have already told you this. I will never hurt Taeyong. Just believe in me. If the brother in you is doubting me, just trust on one time. And if you see anything wrong I'm doing with Taeyong, then you can hurt me however you want. Just don't escalate this matter more. I get Taeyong matters to you, but you also have to understand you also have a boyfriend who is trying not to, actually trying, but loving him and want nothing but peace. You have to understand, you just can't always come in between us and punch me whenever you see me touching or kissing him. And bro, one more thing, I wouldn't do a thing with him without his consent. If I did, kill me. But please, I'm requesting you to stop fighting you two and please be normal. We are not kids anymore. We are mature enough to sit down and talk about whatever is bothering us. Take it as advice. Now it's up to you to understand my point. Seojun left from there. Jungkook were really bad for his action. Now because you only have heard that Seojun is a nice guy, but today he have proven he actually is a nice guy. Tom, his voice trembling. Jungkook, why now? Why are you doing this? Jungkook softened it for a moment, but before the uncle read it, his anger returned. He took a step back, running a hand through his hair in frustration. Jungkook, voice training. I can't just watch you walk away from me. I don't care what you do with him. Just don't forget me. Don't forget about us. Taeyong swallowed hard, emotion crashing over in his wave. He could feel Jungkook's words sinking into him, but Seojun's gentle touch still lingering on his mind. Everything felt heavy, so complex. Taeyong softly looking between them. I need time. I don't know what I want anymore. The house was quiet. The only sound of television of the soft table, Taeyong's finger on the phone screen. He was curled up on the couch, his eyes glued on the anime playing in front of him. It is the only way he can feel comfortable. Jungkook's presence was barely felt at first as he quietly entered the living room. He walked into the kitchen, the faint sound of a drawer opening and closing. Taeyong didn't even look up to engrossed in the colorful world of the anime character. After a moment, Jungkook returned with a small pastry in his hand. It was warm, freshly baked, and wrapped neatly in a little napkin. He stood there for a moment, watching Taeyong as he continued to watch the screen, unaware of his presence. Jungkook hesitated before gently sitting down beside him, making Taeyong glance up, his eyes meeting Jungkook's. Jungkook holding up the pastry. Here, I bought you something to eat. Thong blinkered, glancing at the pastry, then back at Jungkook. What? What do you want to do with this? To eat this, tea? Isn't it your favorite? Thong, favorite? He chuckled. Since when you started caring about my favorite? Jungkook looking away for a brief moment, his jaw clenched, as if he were battling with something inside himself. I just wanted to make things right. You have been through enough, and I don't know. I feel like maybe I should start caring. Tong's eyes softened in his words, but doubt lingered in his mind. He looked at the pastry before shrugging and taking the pastry from Jungkook's hand. Because it was his mouth watering, he couldn't stop himself. Jungkook smiled and focused on the anime which Taeyong was watching, finding himself drowned in the anime. But when the pastry aroma filled his nostril, he couldn't stop himself from staring at it. Taeyong, stop looking at it, Jungkook. Jungkook flushed red. Sorry, but can I have a bite? Taeyong narrowed his eyes before turning to look at Jungkook. Why ask? If you can have a bite, why not just steal it like you always used to? The word failed from his lips before he could stop them. Jungkook's face fell. Taeyong had never really known how to deal with Jungkook's shift in attitude. Now suddenly the presence who had hurt him the most was now acting like he cared. He sighed, his heart touching at the thought of all this time. Jungkook had been reckless with his feelings, teasing him, taunting him, leaving him broken. But now Jungkook was softening his food, acting like everything was okay. Jungkook face twisted in pain at Taeyong's word. His tears at Taeyong, his gaze filled with regret. Jungkook, I'm sorry if I don't want to sure you can keep it. Taeyong, how fucking idiot you are. Jungkook confused. What did I do now? Taeyong with irritation. How and why ask me to give you the portion when you can steal it from like you used to do? Why are you turning soft? Aren't you stealing? Jungkook softly, almost pleading. I never meant to hurt you, Taeyong. You never deserved that, and I regret it. You probably don't trust me anymore, but Taeyong lips curled, and without thinking, he grabbed Jungkook's collar, pulling Jungkook toward himself, pulling him closer. His heart thudded wildly in his chest. Taeyong, voice breaking, eyes filled with tears. You don't get it, do you? I was confused at Jungkook. I didn't know if you hated me or if you cared about me. I didn't know what to feel when you treated me like nothing, and then you just walked away. And now you are doing this, acting also like you are a good guy. How am I supposed to believe you? What part of you is true, Jungkook? His voice cracked as the dam broke. Tears streamed down his cheek, and his grip on Jungkook's collar tightened, pulling him closer as his emotions swelled. Jungkook softly, heart touching. I'm sorry, Taeyong. I really am. I know I messed it up, but I don't know how to make it right. All I can do is try. Jungkook gently cupid Taeyong's face with his hand, his thumb wiping away the tears that fell freely. Taeyong closed his eyes, his breath shaky, as a familiar touch stirred something deep within him. A longing, a need that he couldn't deny. For the first time in a long while, Jungkook wasn't pulling away. He wasn't acting tough or distant. Instead, he was holding him, comforting him in a tender way that Taeyong had always wished for. Taeyong's heart pounded in his chest, and without thinking, he pulled Jungkook into a desperate embrace. His head rested against Jungkook's chest, and he could feel the steady breath of his heart beneath his ear. Taeyong, whispering, was shaky. I don't know if I can trust you, Jungkook, but I don't know if I can let you go either. I'm so lost, Jungkook. Jungkook's arm wrapped around Taeyong tightly, pulling him closer, as if afraid he might slip away again. Jungkook softly, I will prove it to you. I will make it right, Taeyong, I swear. Taeyong stared straddling Jungkook's lap. His knees pressed onto the couch on either side of him, breath shaky. The tension between them, the pain, the loneliness, the unspoken feeling, it all babbled over as Thong leaned forward and kissed him. For the first time in his life, he is kissing someone. Jungkook's breath caught in his throat as he realized that his Thong, the one whom he thought he lost, is kissing him. The thought of kissing Thong has been lingering in his mind, and there he is kissing Jungkook by himself without any pressure. Jungkook wrapped his arm around Thong's waist, pulling him closer, letting him get how to kiss properly. He knows it's Thong's first kissing someone, so he let Thong do it however he liked. Otherwise, he is ready to devour Thong, push his tongue inside Thong's mouth, and kiss him hard. Thong softly against his lip. Don't do this. I don't like it, Jungkook. Jungkook has scanned his face. What don't you like? But Thong didn't answer in words. He kissed him again, harder this time, finger curling around his back of Jungkook's neck. When they parted, he whispered, Thong, I don't like you being soft. Not like this. He kissed him again. I like when you tease me, when you make me feel things I shouldn't, when you flirt from afar, when your one touch gives me goosebumps, when your gaze gives me chills. I like it. Jungkook's hand slipped up Thong's side, stopping just below his shoulder blade, as to hold him close. I don't want to tease you anymore, Thing. I want to care for you. I want to be better, like Seojun is. Maybe that's what you deserve. Maybe that's why you like him, because he is soft and caring. Thong pulled back just enough to look deep in his eyes. I don't want Seojun. I never did. I want you. Jungkook always have. Something broke inside Jungkook. Whatever restraining he had left snapped in that moment. He cupid Thong's face and kissed him deeply, hungrily, like he was making up for every second they had wasted, every fight they had, every misunderstanding between them. The couch shook beneath them as Jungkook leaned back, making Thong lay on the couch. Their chests pressed together, breaths mingling, heat climbing in the air. Thong's fingers dug into Jungkook's shirt, Thong whispering against his lip, Take me, Jungkook, please. Jungkook's lips trailed to Thong's jaw, then lowered it to the soft spot behind his ear, voice breathing, Patience, baby, I will worship you tonight. Jungkook hovered above Thong on the couch, his hand on either side of Thong's waist, pulling him tightening around their last kiss. Thong's chest rose and fell rapidly, and his eyes began to shimmer. Jungkook noticed it immediately. Jungkook softly, Thong, what's wrong? Thong bit his bottom lip, trying hard to hold it in, but the dam broke. A tear escaped from the corner of his eyes, rolling down. Thong, voice cracking. I have liked you for so long, Jungkook, and now you are here this close to me. I don't know what to feel. It's just, it made me cry. Jungkook eyes softened. Thong gripped his shirt, trembling. Breathed him as more tears fell. Ever since our parents brought us together, when I first saw you at the airport, wearing that dumb leather jacket and acting like the world owed you something, I still liked you. Jungkook stayed silent, stunned. But I hated what you did. I hated seeing you with others. Those girls you kissed, those parties, waking up to some stranger in your bed while I stared off, waiting, hoping maybe one day you will notice me. He sobbed quietly now, his voice barely audible. I never liked your bad habits, but I always loved you. Jungkook's throat tightened. He reached up and brushed tears from Thong's cheek. His own eyes soft with guilt and something deeper. Jungkook whispering, I don't know. I swear I didn't. You were always there, but I never thought you feel that way. He buzzed, resting his forehead against Thong's gently. It wasn't until you left when I would find you in the house, when your seat was empty at the table, when I didn't hear your humming in the room, that I realized something was missing. No club, no girl, no kiss could replace you. Even if I get close to someone and all I would see was your face, ever hear your laugh in the middle of the loud music. My hands. He grabbed Tong and pressing it on his chest. They only want to hold you. Tong eyes widened as Jungkook smiled through his own breathless confusion. I think I feel in love with my stepbrother. Tong whispered dramatically, pulling away just slightly, his eyes long as saucer. Tong, half laughing, half serious. Oh God, our parents are going to kill us. Jungkook chuckled as he leaned down closer. So, that's the confusion, You love me too. Tong's cheeks flared pink. He turned his head shyly. I didn't say that. But Jungkook was already smiling as he suddenly attacked Tong's side with tickles. Tong laughing. Jungkook, stop it, you idiot. Oh, stop it. They both laughed, tangled in each other. Their giggles spread slowly, and when they finally stopped, they found themselves staring at each other's eyes. Jungkook's eyes slid gently along Tong's jawline, thumb brushing over his flushed cheeks. Jungkook softly, say it. Tong closing his eyes, the sensation. Say what? Jungkook, that you love me. Tong smiles, heart pounding. I love you, Jungkook. That was all it took, their lips to meet again, slow, tender, and lingering. There was no rush, no more adding, just them, two broken boys, finally allowing themselves to hold together. It had been 3 peaceful days since the night on the couch. 3 days of sure smile, lingering touches, whispered conversation behind bedroom doors. Tong had even started wearing Jungkook oversized hoodies, and Jungkook surprisingly had been waking up early just to sit beside Tong while he read. Peace rarely lasted longer in Jeon Kim household because that evening the front door opened and their parents walked in. Mrs. Yeon calling out, "Boys, we're back. Who missed us?" Tong jumped up from the couch where he had been curled up next to Jungkook under the shaded blanket. In panic, he showed Jungkook away. He threw the blanket over his lap. Tong whispering, "Don't say anything weird." Jungkook smiling, "Relax, I am not stupid." But Jungkook did sit a little straighter and didn't deny the urge to smile like an idiot when Tong walked past him. Their mom walked into the living room carrying shopping bags, followed by Mr. Kim, who looked around curiously. Mrs. Yeon, you two are watching anime together? She raised a brow. That's new. Usually you are at each other's throat by now. Mr. Kim suspicious. No yelling, no insult, no friendship or flipping. He narrowed his eyes. What did we miss? Jungkook cleared his throat. We are just kidding alone. Finally, Mrs. Kim frowned. Well, that's great, but a little too peaceful if I ask me. She looked suspiciously at Jungkook, who was now avoiding her gaze. Tong stood frozen by the kitchen doorway, nervously crushing a glass of water. Mr. Kim, why are you blushing, tea? Tong, quickly. I'm not. I just came out of shower this time, Mrs. Yeon, She looked between them, eyes narrowing. Wait, why is Tong wearing your hoodie, Jungkook? Both boys froze. Tong, stammering. Laundry day, all my sweaters were dirty. Jungkook, yeah, and I said he could borrow one. Big day. Their parents exchanged glances. Mr. Kim to his wife, deadpan. They are hiding something. Mrs. Yeon, oh definitely. Tong tried to escape to his room, but their moms were stopped him. Mrs. Yeon, Dai, sweetie, come sit. We need to catch up. I want to hear everything, especially why you suddenly moved out to the dorm and came back like you guys had a fight. Tong tense. It was for the project. Mr. Kim smiling. And what about the Susan war? Are you guys still close? Jungkook's expression dropped and Tong signed firmly the glass slightly. The water almost spilled it. No, not really. Jungkook smirked to himself. Their mom looked back front between them, eyes narrowing. Then she folded her arms. Mrs. Yeon suspicious. Okay, who is going to tell me what's really going on here? Shankar got up, straightening exaggeratedly. I am going to shower. You can interrogate Thong. And he smirked at Thong as he walked past, whispering, just loud enough. Don't miss me too much, baby. Thong's eyes widening. Thong whispering, shouting, Shankuk, Mrs. John. What did he just call you? Thong panicking. Nothing. He said, maybe you will be quick. Mr. Kim, something is definitely going on. Mrs. John, I'm calling your aunt. She is good at sniffing these things out. Thong groaning, face worried in his hand from down the hallway. Shankar chuckled and maybe the part of him didn't mind being cocked if it meant he and Thong were finally something real.